In this video, I'm going to give you one prompt for Claude Code that builds you a reusable documentation skill and then immediately uses that skill to document any Claude Code project you've created. This video is specifically for Salesforce solution design and technical design documents, but similar prompts to the one I'm about to show you can generate documentation for anything you build with Claude Code. It doesn't have to be Salesforce specific. So to demonstrate how this documentation skill will work, I'm going to produce both a solution design document and a technical design document for my Bank of Frank Experience Cloud project that I built using Claude Code. This is a project where I built an Experience Cloud member portal. It has custom objects, several LWCs, record triggered flows, and other build components. Right now, my project folder has zero documentation for this build. By the end of this video, I'll have a full solution design and technical design document branded with the Bank of Frank logo in any format I want. Even if the output isn't perfect, it'll accelerate the process of producing these documents since I'm not starting from nothing. All right, so let's get into the prompt itself. So I'm in Claude Code. Again, this is just one single prompt, so I'm not going to read the entire prompt, but let me explain the structure. So it starts with, I want a reusable way to document the Salesforce work you built for me, and I want you to set it up and then run it on this project right now. Again, this project being the Bank of Frank Experience Cloud project. So part one tells Claude Code to build the skill itself. So here's the folder that it's going to store the skill.md file in. Inside of the skill.md file are instructions on how to inspect the build. And if we scroll down, it also lists two templates, a solution design template and a technical design template. The solution design template is business facing, while the technical design is engineer facing, aka the people actually building in Salesforce. So that's part one of the prompt. Part two of the prompt is the part that actually instructs Claude Code to go run the newly created skill on this Bank of Frank project. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. So you can see it says now create the skills file. All right, so that's done processing. Two things were created from that prompt. So the skill itself, you can see the Salesforce design doc skill. So here's the skill.md file. And then here are the templates. So both the skill.md and the two design templates are located in my home directory. The location of these files is important because now that it's in my home directory, this skill can be utilized for any project, not just the Bank of Frank project. So if we navigate back to the Bank of Frank project folder, there's this docs folder, and then we'll click on the design folder. And here are the two document design outputs from that prompt. They're both markdown files at the moment. I'll open up the technical design first. All right, so for this technical design document, you can see that it lists some information up at the top here, the version history, and then there's the scope, changes outside of this session, architecture review. So you can see it says 19 custom LWCs. If I keep scrolling down, you'll see the KYC document flow. So for the portal upload, keep scrolling, there's an agent chat. And then here's the metadata inventory, so custom objects, custom fields. If I keep scrolling, you'll see all those fields, record types, Apex classes. So basically everything you would expect to see in a technical design document. And if we navigate back to the project folder and we open up the solution design document, you'll see the same type of layout, similar information up here, purpose section, business context, requirements, what was out of scope, stakeholders. So these markdown files aren't the final version. From here, we can prompt to convert these to PDFs. So I typed out a prompt, convert both design documents to PDFs. All right, so that's done processing and both PDFs have been produced. So if we navigate back to the project folder, you'll see the two PDFs here. I'll click on the solution design. So as you can see, it converted the markdown files to these PDF documents, which is at a state now where you can almost deliver it to a client. Obviously, you'll want to review and revise things, but you have the same layout as the markdown file, purpose, business context, requirements. We keep scrolling down, out of scope items, stakeholders, options considered, proposed solutions. If we jump to the technical design document, same thing here, took the markdown file and created a PDF that could be actually delivered to a client. Again, the structure matches the markdown, architecture overview, metadata inventory, Apex classes, Apex triggers. So again, both of these design documents look great, but the good thing is neither of these outputs have to be the final version. These are just a starting point. Let's say that we want both design documents to be branded with Bank of Frank logos and match the brand colors of the bank. All I would need to do is simply type out another prompt. So I've typed out another prompt, add a cover block to both templates, the Bank of Frank logo, and then I put the file location of the logo, company name, document title, classification, and then I mentioned that the brand colors are deep navy with the hex code and gold with the other hex code, and then regenerate both documents. So I'll hit enter. All right, so that's done running, and it says both templates now open with the branded cover block, and both PDFs are regenerated with it. So if we navigate back to the project folder, and we open up those two PDFs, you can see that both design documents now have the Bank of Frank logo with the brand colors incorporated as well. Same thing for the technical design document. So again, with just one prompt, we were able to generate a skill MD file and 2 template MD files, all of which are reusable. And we took those files and used them to generate these PDFs for both the solution design document and the technical design document. And again, these templates can be changed to meet your company's needs. Maybe your solution design documents look different than the one you see here. You don't need to do any of these changes manually. All you'll need to do is continue to prompt Claude Code, and then Claude Code will make those changes for you. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you all for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.